the Namo Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Today we are on the page number 269. So last week we already discussed about the question why there is no animator mega in the Dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi. So the answer is given in two pages, nearly 2 pages. Then after that here, on the page number 269 or the Abhidhamma Piṭaka, the first paragraph explains about how animator, Sunyata mega, animator mega, appaṇihitaṃ mega is mentioned by means of the Suddhanta. Okay. So Suddhantika pariyayena panesa evam araito adipito. So Yasmehi wari mega odhana hoti tini lakanani eka wajane na viya abhadhaṃ gacchandi Dainanja egado abhadhagamanana manati. So attainment of the mega, so by the time we attain the mega, all three characteristics appears to be in one avajana moment, one mind of advantage consciousness. It appears to be, but all of the three cannot appear at the same moment. For example, in the avajana, if avajana takes, manodara avajana takes aneja. So at that time, the dukkha characteristic of the dukkha and anatta cannot appear at the manodara vajana citta. Kamadhana sabana vibuddha bhava dibanatam evan vodam. So why it is said? So Kamadhana sa vibuddha bhava dibanatam. So in order to make clear, vibuddha means very obvious, the meditation, and in order to make a meditation very obvious, so it is mentioned like this, but it does not have been three in one avajana moment. All of three characteristics does not appear. Then adidohi yata gataji abhiniwe so hodu Odhana gamini pana vipassana yayam samasitwa hotati tassa tase wa wasena agamaniya dhani hodwa adano megasana mandedi. So this sentence we already come across previously. So from the very beginning, so a meditator may keep in mind as anicca, the characteristic of anicca or dukkha or anatta, whatever it may be. But the Odhanagamini Vipassana, by the time Vipassana, insight meditation, that leads to the mega. That insight arises. That insight knowledge arises reflecting on one of the whatever characteristics, one of the three characteristics, these 13 characteristics. That's Siva Vasina. By means of that characteristics, Agamaniya Dhani Tadawa. So having standing on the way to appear, Adano Megasana Dedi. So it gives the name to its own mega. So Odhanagamini Vipassana is there. Then something like we can take no Brigama, Upachara, Nuloma, Kutarapu is there. Then, so that is Odhanagamini Vipassana. Maybe that thought process is there. Then after that, there will be Mecca. So on the way of appearing Mecca or rising of the Mecca, it stands and then it gives a certain name to the Mecca. So suppose Odhanagamini Vipassana take anicca as an object, anicca reflect Sankhara Dhammas as anicca. Then it gives its mega as what? It name is a mega as what? Sonyada. Sonyada. Something like that. So Gatan, how? Yeah, anicca di suhi yatha gataji bini visaidawa idarambi lakana dvaya dato wadadi ewa. So in the very beginning, you may reflect the nature of nature on the Sankhara Dhamma. But after some time, from time to time, you may reflect as a dukkha as well as anatta. So idarambi lakana dvaya dato wadadi ewa. It is proper. Is also proper. To see the other two characteristics also. Eka lakana dasana mati nivahi mega odhana nama nahoti. It is not possible to attain a mega by seeing only one characteristics. Okay, only if you by seeing only one characteristic, that is anicca. By seeing anicca alone, one cannot attain a mega. There will be no attainment of a mega. Tasama, therefore, anicca do abhinivaito bhikkhu nagiwala anicca do wa uthadi dukkha do bi anatta do bi uthadi jiva. So therefore, for a monk who reflect as a nature, he does not emerge not only from the anicca but also from the dukkha and anatta as well. So dukkha do anatta do vinivete bi esewa nayo. So the same method. So if you want to say it is the same method, then you can say esewa nayo. This is the same method. Esewa nayo. For those who reflect as a nature, as a dukkha and anatta also. Iti adido, thus. From the very beginning, yata gataji viniveso hodu. So you may reflect as a nature or dukkha or anatta, whatever. Odhanagamini vipassana yan yan samasaitva odhati. But the odhana, the insight meditation that leads to the mega attainment, so emerges reflecting on the certain characteristics. Tassa dasewa wasena agamaniya thani thadawa adano magasana manedi. So as emerges, so it can give, it can name its own mega. Tata nature do here how they give. Tata nature do odhan dasa mego animator nama hoti. Okay, if a meditator emerges by reflecting a nature, then his mega will be animated mega. Dukkha do odhan dasa appaṇihitaṃ. For the meditator who emerges from the dukkha, then his mega will be appaṇihitaṃ mega. Then, for one who emerges from the anatta, or reflecting as anatta, so his mega will be sunyata mega. A1 Sotanda Priya Yena Aridwa Dipido. So thus we can understand that the Sotanda method give the name of the Sunyata mega, animated mega, appaṇihitaṃ mega. Then, so before the mega attainment, there is Odhanagamini vipassana. Okay, next paragraph. So that the vipassana take which object? Odhanagamini vipassana pana ki maramanadi, ki aramanadi. What is the object of the Odhanagamini vipassana? And the answer is Lakkhana Ramanati. It is characteristics objects. It takes characteristics as object. Lakkhana Nama Panyati Gadikam. So you may say that vipassana take Brahmata object, not Panyati object. Lakkhana, but the characteristics anicca dukkha anatta, they are just a Panyati, they are similar to Panyati. Now whatever Dhamma Buddham, Dhamma should be said Dhamma Buddham. Now whatever Dhamma Buddha, it cannot be said as a Paramatha. Lakkhana, nature, even though nature dukkha anatta, it is a Panyati. No, cannot be included under the Paramatha. Yobana anajan dukkha anatta di dini lakkhana ni sanlakhe di. A certain meditator, he takes note of these three characteristics. Tassa panchakhanda, his five aggregates are similar to what? Bhadda Gunapan we are. Bhadda Gunapan. Kante Bhadda Gunapan we are. Kanta means the neck. So on the neck. Bhadda means hang or hang. So Gunapa means what? Gunapa means the corpse. So maybe a rotting corpse is tied around the neck. So here the simile is like that. Pi aggregate is there, then, and also, so on the pi aggregate, or physical body is there. Physical body is there. On the physical body, there is a what? There is a rotting corpse. So pi aggregates are like a physical body, and also the three characteristics are like a corpse. Okay, so they are inseparable. Okay, they are inseparable. So here, in this connection, I like to tell you that Lakkhana Ramana here is a kind of a metaphorical interpretation, metaphorical saying. So the body, physical body of five aggregates are there. So it refers into the five aggregate. But the taking five aggregate as object and also reflecting the way a meditator reflects as a nature. So what he sees is a nature, impermanent nature of the materialities, feelings, sensations, formations, and consciousness. They are rising and passing away. So a meditator constantly sees that nature. That's why he don't regard as a body, but he regard it as a nature, impermanent, and also constantly changing. That's why it is a dukkha. And also it goes in its way, not in accordance with our wish. Okay, we cannot control, out of control. So that's why it is anatta. So meditator, the way meditator reflect is like that, anicca, dukkha, anatta. But what he reflect on is high aggregate. That's why even though we may say lakkhana ramana, but it is actually referring to the high aggregate object. Sankhara ramana mewa jnanam, sankhara do vauthati. So jnana is a knowledge, inside knowledge. So that takes sankhara object. Okay, inside knowledge that takes a sankhara object, and then it emerges from the sankhara. So taking sankhara as an object, it emerges from it. I go there and let me see. Yeah. Sankhara Ramani Neva. Sankharesu in the Sankhara Dhammas. So here in the following sentences, it will continue to explain. Yeah, with the example. Yathahi eko bhikkhu paddang kinitu kamo. So one to buy an ant's bowl. There is a monk who wants to buy an ant's bowl. So he see an ant's bowl brought by the merchant. Pada Vanija. Then he very happy. Hatha Bahato. And then Ganesami the change it. So he thought that I will take it. Vimansa Mano, then he checked around the ant's bowl, the inside and outside, and also around the ant's bowl. Then, unfortunately, he see the 3 holes there. Okay, Dini Cheka Nipasiya. So, Chedesu Nidaleyo Nahoti. So, Alaya means attachment. Nidaleya means no attachment. There is no attachment to there is no detachment, suppose. There is no detachment to the holes. So he don't have a detachment to the whole, but his detachment is to the ant's bowl, because he see the danger, he see the weakness over there. Ewa mewa, Similarly, Tini Lekanani Sanlekhidawa. So he well aware of the three characteristics: impermanent, suffering, and then also nature. Sankhare Sunidalayo body. He has a detachment to the Sankhara. Sankhara Ramani Niwa Jnanena. Sankhara Dhammasaṅgaṇī Veditapam. So with the inside knowledge, which takes only Sankhara object, and then it emerges from the Sankhara Dhamma. That should be noted. Dosa Upamaya be is Sivanayo. Dosa Upamaya. Dosa means cloth. So with the simile of cloth also, is Sivanayo, the same method can be understood. So this is by aggregating three characteristics. So we can simply, if someone asks, oh, Odanagamini Vipassana take which object? We can simply say Lakhana object. But actually, it is what? Aggregate object, Sankhara Dhamma as object. But the way he sees is nature, dukkha, anatta. So in the nature, dukkha, anatta, he has no detachment. But in meditator, he has a detachment only to the aggregate or Sankhara Dhamma. Iti Bhagava, next paragraph. Iti Bhagava lokuttaram jnanam bhajanto. Thus, the Buddha who is analyzing lokuttara jhana, firstly, Sodhika Padivadaya with the pure Padivada. Cittuppādakaṇḍaṃ, Pañcaka Nayan, the Dvevi Nayi Ahari brought two methods. The Buddha brought two methods. Cittuppādakaṇḍaṃ, Pañcaka Nayan, as you know, the 4-4 method and 5-4 method. Tatha, similarly, Sodhika Sunyadaya. So this is one, after the Sodhika Padivada, the Buddha continued to say Sodhika Sunyada by adding the word Sunyadam. That is purely so Sodhika Sunyada. Then Sunyada Padivadaya. Sunyada and Padivada mixed together. Dukkha Padivada Sunyada. Dukkha Padivada Danda Vinya Sunyada. And then Dukkha Padivada Kepa Vinya Sunyada. Sukha Padivada Danda Vinya and Kepa Vinya Sunyada, like that. Then Sodhika appaṇihitaṃ. Pure appaṇihita. Only appaṇihita is given there. Then appaṇihita Padivadaya. Appaṇihita mixed with the 4 kinds of Padivada. So altogether we can take note that there are 5 ways the Buddha explained. Sodhika Padivada, Sunyada, Sodhika Sunyada, and then Sunyada Padivada, Sodhika appaṇihita, and appaṇihita Padivada. So but all of them the Buddha explained by 2 methods. That is 4-4 method and 5-4 method. So you can see 5 multiplied by 2, and you can get what? So 10 methods are there. Kasama ewan ahari, why the Buddha brought like this? So as explained before, Pukala Jasayini, Pukala Jasayina Jiva, Desana Vila Sena Ja. Pukala Jasaya means according to the personal inclinations of the listener, and also in order to beautify the teaching also. That sort of thing we have to discuss. The two Vayan before the Hita Hoda Niyi Niva Viditava. So with the method that has been explained before, Viditava should be noted. Then A1 lokuttaram jnanam bhavediti ita. So in the Pali text, Dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi, they are lokuttaraṃ jnanam bhavedi, the Buddha said. And Sodhika Padivadaya Cittuppādakaṇḍaṃ Pañcaka Vasena Dvinaya. In the Sotika Paribhara, there are 2 methods, 4 method and 5 method. Tata Sesu Di Sabesu Panchasu Kotasesu Dasaneya Bhajita. So the 5 methods are there, 5 sessions are there, but you can multiply by 2 methods, and there will be 10 methods. So the Buddha is a very, very detailed to explain, to analyze these dhammas. First mega. Here, the following is heading is lokuttarakusalaṃ pagainaka katha. Pagainaka is a miscellaneous session regarding lokuttarakusalaṃ, Subramanian path. So the stanza is here, the verse. That verse we have to denote as a content of this miscellaneous session. The contents goes like this: ajata, internal, bahida, external, and then rupa, arupa. Okay, rupa is a materiality, arupa is a mentality, panchasu, 5 aggregate, and the 5 aggregates. And then another one is a satta tinga parinamam. Satta atta inga parinamam. Satta inga 7 feathers, atta inga 8 feathers. Parinama change. Parinama, the word parinama is derived from the prefix pari, and then root is a namu. And also you can say nam. And to incline, you see nama, the word nama also, the same root. Because it inclines to the object. That's why it is called nama. So also here is the na surface, na indoor surface. So now change it to indoor. And then we get the parinama. Parinama means changing. Okay, changing. The change from 7 feathers to 8 feathers in the 8th noble path. And also regarding the Bojjhanga also, we have 7 Bojjhangas, 7 feathers of enlightenment. So, but sometimes we may get 6 feathers of enlightenment and so on. So among the jhana feathers also, sometimes 5 jhana feathers are there, sometimes 4, 3, 2, like that. So the change of the feathers. And then Nimmita means the sign. And then Patipata, Patiti, we have to divide Patipata and Pati. Patipata is a Patipata. Patipata is a practice, like a Dukkha Patipata, Danda Vinya, like that. Pati refer to Adhipati. Okay, Pati refer to Adhipati, predominance. So these are the contents. According to these contents, our commentator will explain in the following pages. Here, after that, commentator explain. Lokuttara Mego, he is to elaborate. Ajadan Vinivesidwa, Ajadan Votadi. So, Ajadan Vinivesidwa, Bheda Votadi. Bheda Vinivesidwa, Bheda Votadi. Bheda Vinivesidwa, Ajadan Votadi. So, how Lokuttara Mega? Okay, how Lokuttara Mega pay attention, and also how Lokuttara Mega rises. So sometimes Ajadan Vinivesidwa Ajadan Votadi. Paying attention to the internal objects, so emerge from the internal object. So here also the word Ajadan. Ajada is the explanation of the ajada you may find different explanations are there. So ajada, the whole word you can take as indeclinable one, abhyaya. So that's why after the ajada, any case indeed can be elided. Okay, so it means you can translate ajadan in the nominative sense, or accusative, or locative, or ablative, or genitive, or dative, and so on. Bheda also the same word. Okay, Bheda also the same. That's why here ajadan biniwe sedawa, paying attention to the ajada internal objects. Ajadan vokthadi from the emerges from the ajada. So ajada here, ablative sense. Case indeed. So also ajada biniwe sedawa bheda vokthadi. We may have lokuttara mega, which reflect ajada, and then emerges from internally, externally.
So Sayadaw.
Yes.
So in this sentence, ajatang apiniwisito and ajatang bhuktati. The first ajatang we take as the accusative case, and the second one takes the ablative case, Sayadaw?
Yes, yes.
The first one is accusative, right, Sayadaw?
Yes, accusative.
Okay, thank you, Sayadaw.
So ajadam baheda, like that the same. So here also in the lokuttara mego, the one lokuttara mego, and then I don't know you have variation in your Romanized book or not. In this Sri Lanka Sinhalese version and then Thai version, there be a lokuttara megi. So with the in the Candamuka edition, because they put it lokuttara mego with the nominated case in the, but in the other versions, as a variant reading, Candamuka edition put in the footnote lokuttara megi. So according to Bhadadika Sayadaw, so Bhadadika Sayadaw like to put lokuttara megi with the located case, because in the lokuttara mega, so the explanation is that abhiniwe saitawa. So lokuttara mego is not a subject for the abhiniwe saitawa. So abhiniwe saitawa is it's talking about the what? Odhana gamini vipassana. Okay, Odhana gamini vipassana reflect what? Pay attention to the internal object. Then ajadan vokthadi. So lokuttara mega maybe emerges, okay, internally or from the internal object. So that's why because it is a in the context of the lokuttara mega, then Sayadaw prefer to use the lokuttara megi instead of lokuttara mego. So, so this is also one point. But lokuttara mego can be connected to the vokthadi. Okay, even though it cannot be connected to the abhiniwe saitawa, it can be connected to the vokthadi. So lokuttara mego vokthadi, then that's okay. So possibilities are given here for okay, ajada to ajada, ajada to baheda, and then baheda to baheda, and baheda to ajada. So also rupa and arupa. So in the case of rupa also, maybe meditator firstly pay attention to the rupa, characteristic of the rupa. Then by the time or the right mega attainment, maybe he emerges from the rupa. So like that. So or sometimes firstly he may pay attention to the rupa, but by the time or the mega attainment, he may emerge from the arupa. Arupa means mentality. So also arupa, from arupa to arupa and the arupa to rupa are also possible.
Sayadaw.
Yes.
So in the rupe ani abhinivisito, then that rupe is a locative case, right, Sayadaw?
Rupe.
Rupe abhinivisito rupa vuktati. Then that rupe is accusative. That's not accusative. I think it's locative.
Rupe, rupa, rupani. Let me see. Where? Yeah, locative.
So if that's locative, then if we take that analogy, then if we go back to ajatang abhinivisito, then that ajatang should be in the sense of locative as well.
Surely. Locative also okay. Locative, so abhinivisito means paying family face our mind in the or in the ajata internal object. In the and also family face our mind on the rupa. Okay, that also locative. Yeah. Madhurika theology also are translated as in the locative sense.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah. The point here is ajata and baheda, these are how to say, because abhyayi bhava samasa, okay, and also ajata is abhyayi bhava samasa, that's why any vibhati can be there. Any vibhati can be there. So baheda also in the declining vibhati, that's why any vibhati is possible. So Sayadaw also explained locative, translate as in the locative sense. Ajatan Vinivesetova also Rube Vinivesetova. Rupa Otati. So even though there are very variables there, but Eka Bahari Newa Panchabi Khandi Otati. So Bahara means the one. Eka Bahari Newa. So at the same moment, okay, with the same moment or in the same moment, Panchai Khandi Otati. So attainment of a mega or emergence from the Sankhara Dhamma, from the five aggregates, Sankhara Kanda, the Sankhara Dhamma, at the same moment. So it may be, one may imagine, maybe his mind firstly fixed on the Rupa, but he emerged from the Arupa. That may be possible, but at the same moment, from the five aggregates, he emerges. So that is Ajata Veda, Rupa, Arupa, and then Pancha Sukhadesu. Okay, Panchahi Khande. So then another one is Satta Thinga Parinamandi. Sobana Esa Mego. Adengi Gobi Hodi Sadengi Gobi. Okay, the mega. So Lokuttara mega. Someday 8-4 November, 8-4, okay, 8-4 part, 8 parts are there. So like a first jhana, okay, in the first jhana, there is a Vidaka also there. Okay, first jhana, there is a Vidaka. And the second jhana and so on, there is no Vidaka. So the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Makinga is not there. That's why Sadengi Gobi referred to second jhana, etc. So there is a change. Okay, there is a change as a 8-4 part or sevenfold path. Bojinga be Sadawa on the Chawa. So fetters of enlightenment also the same. So regarding first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, there is a what? 7 bojingas are there. Then regarding the fourth jhana and fifth jhana, there will be 6 fetters, 6 fetters of enlightenment. PD Sambojingo. Okay, PD Sambojingo is not available there. So jhana bana panchangi ganwa or the chadurangi ganwa, diwangi ganwa, duwangi ganwa. So jhana fetters, so 5, 4, 3, 2, like that we change it up to the jhana, up to the jhana we meditator attain. Ewan satta atadina enganam brina mo viridabo. So that's change should be noted. So also nimedan badi bada badi di nimedan di yado wotana hodi yado wotana hodi. So nimeda here means what? Nimeda powota. So from which nimeda we emerges. Okay. Sometimes from the Sonyada nimeda. So sometimes appaṇihitaṃ nimeda. Sometimes animeda nimeda. So refer to that nimeda. Padivada padidi. Padivadaya ja atipadi no ja. Jalana viridabha. Padivadaya ja. Padivadaya ja. Jalana viridabha. Jalana ajalana. Jalana means shaking, trembling. Ajalana means no trembling, no shaking. Viridabha. So that will be explained in detail later. So that is what? Firstly, the verse is a content, and then brief explanation is followed up to that. So starting from the lokuttarakusalaṃ, and then 3 paragraphs. So it gave a brief explanation. So in order to clarify the meanings of the words over there. Then data ajadam binivisetwa ajadam wotati ti adisu. Then padinedesa, very detailed explanation. Tawa idekacho ida ikacho adidowa ajadam banjasu kandesu abhinivisati. So a meditator or some person from the very beginning, he firmly fixed his mind on the internal aggregate. Okay. Abhinivisatawa de anejadito pasati. Because he firmly fixed on these aggregates internally. So he sees the nature of impermanence, suffering, and also, etc. Also of these aggregates. Yasamabana na soda ajata dasana madini wa mega wotana hodi maheda bi databami wa. So dasama. So yasama and dasama there. So because there is no attainment of a mega just by seeing internal aggregates alone. So Bahida bi databamiwa. Bahida external five aggregates also should be seen. Tasama, therefore, parasa khandevi, anubadena sankharevi, anicca dukkha anatta di pasati, therefore, he direct his mind to the others aggregates also, as well as to the sankharas, which are not produced by the upadana, anubadena. So Kalina Ajadan Samasati, that person, Kalina means sometimes Ajadan Samasati, he reflect internally. Kalina Bahida, sometimes he reflect externally. Tasiwan Samasado Ajadan Samasana Kali, Vipasana, Magina, Sadin, Kadiyati. Kadiyati means connected. Okay. Here's a Vipassana inside meditation. Come to be connected with the Mega. Find that why he is reflecting internally, reflecting the nature of anicca, dukkha, anatta on the internal objects. A1 ajadan vinivisedwa ajadan otatinama. So this is the way how having contemplated on the ajata dhammas, he emerged from the ajata dhamma. So also regarding the Bahida also, Sachi Panasa Bahida, Samasana Kali, Vipassana, Magina, Sadin, Kadiyati. So, but for another person, so maybe in the very beginning he tried to fix his mind on the internal objects. But after some time he direct his mind to the external object also. While he is contemplating characteristics on the external object, his vipassana come to be connected with the mega. So that sort of thing is called ajadan vinivisedwa bahida otatinama. So esevaneyo, the same method. With the same method, we can understand in the case of Bahida, Vinivisedwa Bahida Cha, Ajadanja Otanibi. Aparo, so they say about the Ajada Bahida. And then the following paragraph is about the Rupa and Arupa. Mentality, materiality and mentality. So the same thing you can understand. So that's why here, so and if you pay attention to the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, so there the Buddha mentioned firstly Ajadan wa Kayi, Kayanupasi Vihārati. And then Bheda wa Kayi, Kayanupasi Vihārati. Then collectively the Buddha mentioned Ajata Bheda wa Kayi, Kayanupasi Vihārati. So the way to practice meditation, inside meditation is like that. So Ajada, Bahida, and also separately, and also Ajada, Bahida, called together. So we have to contemplate. Because it is not possible to attain the Magga only by reflecting on the Ajada. So similarly, Rupa also, Rupa and Arupa, Nama and Rupa. Similarly, we can say materiality, here, Rupe Vinivisati. So family face our mind on the materiality. Abhinivisedawa Buddha Rupanja, Ubada Rupanja, Parichindidawa. So then if we family face on our mind on the Rupa, then we will be able to differentiate Buddha Rupa, Mahabuddha. 4 elements, 4 great elements, and also Upadārupa. So 24. Okay, but among the 24, there are maybe 20. 18 Nibbana-rupas are there. The rupas to be for the practice of the vipassana is only 18 Nibbana-rupa. Among the 18, Buddha-rupa and Upada-rupa, you can divide. You will be able to analyze. Then, having analyzed like that, then you will be able to see anicca, dukkha, anatta, nature of these rupas. Yasamapana Sutta Rupa Dasana Maddinewa Matta Miyali Bodhana Nahoti. So attainment of the Magga is not possible just only by seeing Rupa, pure Rupa. Arubambi Dattava Mewa. So Nama also should be seen. Tasamada Rupa Aramanakadawa. Therefore, taking this rupa as object, Uppana Vedana, sometimes Vedana, sensation, feeling, sensation, or perception, Sanya, Sankhari, formation, and then Vijnana, consciousness. Idam Arupan, the Prechiditova. So we have to analyze. This is Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana, and so on. And then also, on the Vedana also, we have to see anicca, dukkha, anatta, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana also like that. So, Kalina Rupan, Samasati, Kalina Arupan. Sometimes he reflects characteristics, the universal characteristic on the Rupa, sometimes on the Arupa, Nama. That's the one Samasado. Rupa Samasana Kali Vipassana Meghina Sadain Kadiyati. So by the time he is reflecting on the Rupa. His inside meditation coming to be connected with the Megha. So then we can go Rupe Vinivisedava Rupa Votati. So the same method we can know for the other three. Then next paragraph. Yangenji Samudaya Dhamman Sabanda Nirodha Dhamman Di Ewan Vinivisedava. Ewa Meva Votana Kalipana Eka Baharena Panchayi Khandi Votati Nama. How one emerge from the 5 aggregates at the same time. So here, like a Venerable what? Venerable Sariputta to be. So when he hear the Dhamma from the Venerable Asaji, that the Yangenji Samudaya Dhamma Sabanda Nirodha Dhamma. Okay. So pay attention to that sentence, to the meaning of these words. So at the same time, he attained the Sodapati Magga. So that time, what? At the same moment, he emerges from the 5 aggregates. Ayam Deka Vipassakasa Mahabanyasa Bhikkhuno Vipassana. So this Vipassana is very rare. Deka Vipassaka Mahabanyasa. Deka Vipassaka. Sharp wisdom. Sharp Vipassana. Mahabanyasa, very big IQ. Okay. So like a Venerable Sariputta. Yatahi chate jatasa purisasa maji purisasa maji guda baina tapedowa. Here is an explanation with a simile of how 5 aggregates, how a meditator emerges, or how a meditator attains the Mecca, or emerging from the five aggregate. So, like a hungry man, Majje Gudha Bainan Tapedoa, Gudha means excrement. So, having place in the middle. Nanega Rasa Bhojana Bonam, Bhojana Bonam, Pade means a cup or dish. Okay, a dish is there, it is full of the edible food, various kind of good edible food. Ubaneyo brought. Okay, so for the hungry men, so it wasn't prepare a very big dish, and then so it is full of the very high quality meals, but inside or in the middle there is excrement. So Vyanjana Hatena Viyuhando. Vyanjana means curry. Hatena Viyuhando. Viyuhando, how to translate? So Hatena with the hand, maybe it means scratching from here and there. Then finally you see that there is a water ball or the water excrement. What is this? He asked. And then people said it is a ball of excrement. Then he said, DD, appaṇihitaṃ. DD is a use when we feel very, very disgusting. We feel disgusted. Okay. Then that word is a use. DD. Sometimes we this kind of a use we can see also when the people that who belong to the high caste, so when they see the low caste, then they usually say this word, DD. In Myanmar we say tree. Myanmar we say tree. It means we spit out a saliva. Appaṇihitaṃ, move away. Okay, move away like that. You take away. Badevi, Badiyambi, Nidaleyo Hodi. So in the meal also, in the cup also, Nidaleyo, there is a detachment. Because, so for those who are very high, who are with a very high IQ and also highly practiced meditators, so once he see the characteristics, these the changing characteristic. Samudaya Dhamma is subject to Nirodha Dhamma. So whatever Samudaya Dhamma is subject to Nirodha Dhamma. If we see that viewpoint, so there arises a detachment from the high aggregate. Panchayi Khandi Ekabharina Othitaka Viritako. Okay, that is one about the Panchasu. Okay, Panchasu. Then another one is Satta Tenga Barina Mandi Ita. The change of 5, 7, or 8 feathers. Ita Ayahoda Babido Enga Barina Mo. Yata Hodi Tata Virita Mo. Enga Barina Mo. Feather change. So here are different opinions. So Saṅgaṇīpāļi Miwahi Ariya Megasa Mojenga Megenga Jananga Visesa Niyamedi. Niyamedi determines. It determines. This change is determined by the Saṅgaṇīpāļi. Okay, Saṅgaṇīpāļi. So Saṅgaṇīpāļi is very important here. Medita his opinion is that the change of the feather is determined by the Saṅkhārupekha. So if Saṅkhārupekha is up to the Saṅkhārupekha. So there can be 8 or 7, or maybe 7 or 6 Bojjhanga, or 5 or 3 or 4, 2. So there are different opinions. Keji Pana Thera, Bojjhanga Maganga Jananga Visesam, Padaka Janam Niyamedi. So that is it is called what? Padaka Jana Vada. The view of the Padaka Jana. So in their idea, in their opinion, in the opinion of some teachers, some Theras, what? So the change of feather is determined by the Padaka Jana. Padaka means base jhana. We use maybe first jhana as a base. So firstly, we attain the first jhana, and then you use first jhana as a base, and then we try to contemplate, trying to pay attention to the Sankhara Dhammas, then until we attain the Mega. So that is called Padaka Jhana. So their idea is that not Saṅkhārupekha jhana, but Padaka jhana is very important to determine how many fetters are there, should be there. And then Keji, some teacher, Vipassanaya Aramana Buddha, Khanda Niyamendi Divarandi. Vipassanaya Aramana Buddha, Khanda. So Khanda aggregates, which are object of insight. So it determines how many fetters should be. So it is called Sammasita Vada. Sammasita means, so we reflect on the five aggregates. We reflect on the aggregates. So the way we, it's up to the khandas that we reflect. So according to that reflection, then there will be fetter change, maybe 7 fetter, 8 fetter, so on. That is called Sammasita Vada. Then Keji, Pogala Jasayo Niyamedi Divarandi. Another teacher, some teacher, they said, Pogala Jasayo Niyamedi is up to the, it is determined by the personal inclination. Okay, our personal inclination determines the fetter change. So finally, commentator said, Desam be wadesu. Okay, desam be wadesu. So in their views, among their views, Ayan Saṅkhārupekha Saṅkhāda Upabaga Uddhana Gamini Vipassana wa Niyamedi. Whatever other people say, other Thera ideas. So commentator decide that Uddhana Gamini Vipassana, or it can be called what? Saṅkhārupekha jnana. So it determines the fetter change, the change of the fetter. That will be explained in detail in the following pages. Okay, I wish you to read ahead, and then we will understand very clearly the idea of the commentator. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. Buddha
Sayadaw.
Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu, Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu, Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Very interesting, Sayadaw.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Good
much,
night.
Sayadaw.
Thank you.
Good night.
Sayadaw.
Good night.
Good morning. Take care.
Yeah.